What is up, bass fishing freaks? Luke Reeser here from Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors. Today I'm going to be introducing you to a brand new product by Lifted Jigs. A brand new jig that is like no other. It's called the NEX Jig, and it is totally unique and taking the world by storm. Now, you know, every so often a new jig comes out, or a new head, something a little different, and it gets everybody talking. You know, ooh, this could be it. This could be it. I really believe that Joe Kramer hit this one on the head. This is a brand new jig that, in my opinion, combines a flipping jig, a structure jig, a swim jig, a shaky head, and a Ned rig all together. You're going to have to check it out, folks. It's going to give you a new edge against the competition this year out in the water, and I have a strong feeling that a lot of people are going to be throwing it and talking about it. So stay tuned, folks. Schlaunch hunting starts right now. Okay, folks, so I laid out some of these jigs here. This is the new NEX Jig by Lifted Jigs. Now, the most unique thing about this jig, and which everybody's going to want to know about, is, Luke, where's the weed guard? So the NEX series has eliminated the weed guard. So instead of a weed guard, you got the screw lock keeper that's molded into the head there. You know, similar to the SL swim jig, the screw lock swim jig. So no more weed guards, which is going to be a huge advantage. You don't have that big bulky weed guard, which usually you have to trim down, thin out. Just something totally different. Going to give your bait a different look and going to look totally different. Going to give you the edge on the water. Still keep the Mustad Ultra Point hook here, which is sticky sharp. And just a straight inline profile. Now the head there, it's like I said earlier, doesn't it just kind of remind you of like a Ned shaky head swim jig, flipping jig, all in one. Totally different. So you can get these jigs in 3 different sizes. You can get a 1/4 ounce, 3/8, or 1/2 ounce, which is awesome because for me, up here fishing the Mississippi River a lot, you know, you never know what you're going to get into. And I flip a lot of 1/4 ounce. And having this in a 1/4 ounce weight is going to be a huge advantage to me because sometimes you just need to downsize. And when I'm fishing that shallow water, you know, you don't need that big, heavy 1/2 ounce jig or even a 3/8. So totally awesome colors here. This one here called Dark Achobe. It's, you know, pretty much your black and blue, but it's actually got more brown, green pumpkin than black. Very awesome, unique color. This one here is called Pitchfish. You know, it's similar to your citrus shad, sexy shad type colors. Very good for a swim jig. This one here is called Storm Craw. Kind of your peanut butter and jelly, I guess, brown, tan with purple in it. Very sexy. This one here, actually, so these are all in 1/4 ounce that I have here, except for this one here is 3/8. This is called PB2. It's kind of like your natural craw color with a little bit of green glitter in there. And then we come over to here to one of my favorite colors that Joe has out. This is called Diesel Craw. I just absolutely love this color. Black, got some red, gold, really light, almost tannish green in there. Very unique. You know, very, very good look of a craw. And then here, this one's probably going to be the one I use right away next month when the ice goes out. This is called Rustic Craw, and you got that awesome cranberry head, you know, that red. Got red and black with a little bit of natural craw color in there. Very, very good color there. And then last but not least, here we have the Gator Gill, which is going to be another good color. I think this is going to be another good swimming jig color. And when I say swimming jig, you can swim any of these jigs. That's why it's called the pitch and swim. But for me, you know, when I'm swimming a jig, I'm swimming more of this style of jig here, this color. and I'm doing more flipping with these colors here. But it, you know, it doesn't really matter. I guess it depends on the situation. But the cool thing about these jigs is realistically, you can have one of these tied up and do whatever you want to do with it. You come up to a stump, you start flipping it in there. You know, stump line ends and you got some lily pads, you can start throwing it out over top the lily pads and swimming it. It's a all-in-one jig. Okay, so next question you're probably going to have is, how do you rig this thing up? Okay, so I'm going to take one of my favorite soft plastics right here. Move these jigs out of the way. This is the Rage Craw. I'm going to take one of these Rage Craws here, and I'm going to go straight in here. Take the tip of your plastic, poke it straight in like that, and just start twisting like a corkscrew to get it all the way on there to your liking. Okay. Now, just like any other Texas rig, line it up where you want it to come out at. Okay. So I'm going to go right in above that dot there. Bend it up. Come on in. Bam, we're through there. Now I'm going to Texpose it. Just like so. Look at that. Now we're ready to catch some donkeys. And if you don't like Texposing, I do. You can just sink it, you know, like you do with a flipping hook. Bam, just like that. Try to keep it as straight as you can. Just like that. Now we're ready to go punch some donkeys right in the face. Same thing with your favorite swim bait. Okay, so now I rigged this one up. Same way. Got a swim bait on there. Bruiser bait, swim bait. This is going to probably be my favorite jig to swim this summer. So I'm going to take this, take a Kitech swim bait. Get her lined up. Bam. Right there, ready for donkeys. That's a wrap, folks. That's the Lifted Jigs NEX Jig. Go get yourself some. Definitely going to be worth it. Use my promo code LREASER to save 10% at liftedjigs.com. Get yourself stocked up on these. They're going to be a great tool this year. In case you forgot from my previous videos, the correct way to use a Lifted Jigs: tie a line, drop in water, reel in bass. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that now. Hit the bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. Destroy that thumbs up button. Luke Reeser signing off. Always remember, you're never too fat to fish.